Hello, hello. Yay! Make sure you're putting that R in there, Maricela. It's a wrench. Hi, everybody. Thank you for spending this time with me. Thank you for making another year trip around the sun feel amazing and soul satiating and incredibly magical because I get to interact with all of you, and I don't mean that lightly. I said it during the air sign video. The happiest I've ever been on a daily basis, and peaceful, my whole life, and I cannot deny that making the live. I keep forgetting it's my birthday and that I need to turn the do not disturb on before I start this. Thank you for all the birthday wishes. Hi, Adva. Hi, Maricela with her Power of Grayskull wrench now. Hi, Vanessa. Hi, Juan and Annika. And of course, Lee is here. She took some days off for my birthday. And Juan, I hope you saw all the well wishes. Sorry, I had to make a post because we're just all so excited. This is really one of my deepest desires was to create like a real sense of community. And while I work for a living, and yes, people, pay for consultations and sessions, I also wanted a community that was not only born of like a money exchange, that was like rooted in real sense of support of each other. And I feel like we really have that here. So we're the family you didn't ask for. And when's the cookout? Because we'll all be over. And what do you want us to bring? So I just want to say that. So like anybody listening can send nothing but good vibes for Juan in his new home, who's a very lovely pivotal member of this community. We're here for fire signs. I want to talk about the energies in the sky right now. One of the reasons I wanted to do readings today wasn't just to like be live on my birthday. It's because when I saw my solar return chart and I saw the chart for today, I was like, oh yes. Because this is an excellent day for card pulling. We have the Neptune sextiling Uranus, which is real nice. And that'll be a long-term transit. But we have the Sun conjunct Neptune today, which is really pretty, and a Moon in Pisces. So in the morning it was trining the Sun in Cancer, and now it's trining the Venus in Cancer, and tomorrow it'll be trining the Mercury in Cancer. So I was like, this is the day I want to do the readings. It's a good day. Part of my birthday haul. It really was a birthday haul. Juan, you got extra cats with your house? Oh, Danny. Yeah, no, honey, you're a frequent flyer, so absolutely I'll extend it. I do say like 3 to 6 months, but I will make an exception for you. Also, right now I'm having the flash sale, so if you wanted to like put more time into it, now would be the time. So I want to talk about the Astro energies, and I just want to make an announcement. Obviously, it's my birthday, so I'm running a flash sale. I do that every year. That is up, and this year, please feel free to take a look at the at the website. But I have spent the last 18 months between the classes and certifications with ESAR and classes with incredible teachers that I did like 3-month long advanced astrology classes, and all of the other education and advanced techniques that I have added that I'm so happy and proud to be able to bring to all of you within sessions and on here, and of course in membership. It's really been an amazing year for growth. And again, not mad at Sun conjunct Venus in my solar chart return. If you haven't ever looked at your solar return, which means it's the minute that your sun, that the sun returns to its exact placement like it is in your natal chart. So it might not be, if you were born at 2:07 in the afternoon on the 26th, it might not be 2:07 in the afternoon year after year. It's whenever that sun hits the exact minute and degree. And we can see so much timing. We can see things that'll happen to you. When I look at the solar return, the year my mom died, I can see when that was going to happen. I don't have any more parents to lose, so I don't wait to look at my solar return, but you can see when I move. You can see when I move into this house. You can see everything that year. It's crazy. So the beauty of doing a solar return appointment specifically, where we just focus on that the whole time, is we can go over highlights and the energies and what you can expect that year. And because it'll be different, the moon may be in a different place, like, the sun will be the same. But this year I'm having an Aquarius moon because the way my birthday was right before it went into Pisces. So when the solar, at the exact moment of my birthday today, the moon was already in Pisces. But at the exact moment of the solar return, the moon was in Aquarius. It's very interesting. It has layers. We can see when it's a good time for you to market yourself. We can see if it's a good time for you to be conservative with your spending and when's a good time to maybe purchase a house, or we can really get the best out of the year and prepare for anything that might be a little crunchy, because into every life a little rain must fall, right? But it's really interesting, and you can get pretty specific with the timing. So I'm doing solar return appointments. Instead of just having, you can book the time if you want to. I recommend that for like repeat clients. You can do tarot and metaphysical only if you don't want any astrology, and those are priced a little, they're almost discounted because we're not doing any astrology in them. And so you can just do tarot and metaphysical, but there's solar return, there is relationship readings, there is breaking unhealthy relationship cycle readings, there is tons of the lunar returns where you can look at each month and the timing of each month. So the website is going to look different because my business looks different, because the education looks different, because everything looks different. I just took all of my energy and put it into things that I could give back to all of you with. So that is a little different. So this year there's more choices. For the flash sale, it's not just 4 choices. I think there's 7. And also, very exciting, there is a 4th level being added to membership. And it is a level above the nerd level. So you would get everything that comes with the regular membership, with the Astro membership, with the nerd membership, and you would get a code And for as long as you're a member, you have that discount code and it gives you 10% off at any time. But you can stack it on top of other sales. So it could make it worth it just having that membership for 2 or 3 months. So when I'm running a flash sale, which I only do twice a year, it's not as, it's not a convenient time for you. You can kind of make your own flash sale out of that membership and buy a whole bunch of stuff when, you can apply a discount, or you can stack it with any other promotion that I'm having. I'm going to make it stackable. I want to reward loyalty. I'm Cancer with a Leo Venus. And so I want to make sure that you don't just get stuff in the beginning, that there's, when you're part of this community or when you're doing membership, that there's a reward available. The other thing you will get with that level of membership is once a month, you can email me a question and I will answer. It'll be tarot or metaphysical. It won't be astrology, but you can get an email question and I'll answer within 48 hours. So you get everything that all the other membership levels come with, and you will get a discount as long as you're it's called the gratitude level. As long as you're a gratitude member, you'll get the discount on any service at any time, even if it's the 15-minute tarot. But obviously on a bigger appointment, it saves a lot more. Now, if you want to upgrade between now and Sunday, when I have the flash sale going, but Sunday afternoon, if you want to upgrade between now and then, you would be able to stack. As soon as you fill out your form, we will send you the code and you'll be able to stack that coupon code along with the flash sale, which would give you 30% off, 25% off, 20% off, and respectively off what the regular prices are. So that's all kind of big changes, big news. And I like to slash the prices at my birthday as gratitude, because without all of you, there is no me. Thank you for all of the crazy people who sent all of the presents. Emily wrapped your presents separately and then put little sticky notes about who everybody was from. I wasn't allowed to look at a box. She would take my phone away and take anything off the list. There were tears this morning, happy tears. I was very moved and felt very spoiled, so thank you. I think those are all of my announcements. So if you were thinking about upgrading membership anyway, if you were a nerd, or if you were going to buy, there's a few people that are the nerd level, which was the highest level that I had, that usually go ham whenever I have one of these specials. FYI, you can have the extra discount if you want to upgrade. I think that's it. And as per Maricela, I don't know which things yet. Hey, Will. I don't know which things yet, but I'm going to be putting things on sale in the evolutionary shop. Probably a few t-shirts or a mug in the Etsy shop, where I have all kinds of stuff. The charts are super cheap, so probably not them, being honest. They're like $3. But actual merchandise. There's some pretty cool stuff. Okay. Yes, for the I know, Maricela. Well, I will listen. You have a wrench. I have to listen to you. So isn't that how it works? Okay, so the other energy that's really fun today for fire signs is that, we still have I'm going to move this up a little bit. We still have the North Node, of course, in fire. Nothing else is, but for Aries, all of the Cancer placements are squaring and challenging. And Aries loves a challenge. It's a level up, right? It's a new level unlocked. So Aries is getting challenged by that Cancerian energy, which challenges it to like soften up, to love, to be vulnerable. It already knows how to be tough. And Leo has both Mars and Uranus squaring. Jupiter is sextiling. There's lots going on there. And Sagittarius has all of the Pisces placements. We still have Saturn and Neptune are squaring. And I just think that the fire signs all have astrological energetic stuff going on right now that is giving them so much opportunity to level up. What you may see as a challenge, universities like this, so you can put your foot in it and boost you. So I technically kind of should be doing, if I'm going backwards, the earth signs today, but I didn't want to. I wanted to do the fire signs because I'm loving the energy for them today. Etsy charges more for outside the US. Interesting. If it was 8 instead of 3, and you're outside the US, because I have quite a few on the other side of the pond, email me and I will invoice you. Still proper business, but I will invoice you. Email me instead of, yeah, for sure. The things that I was thinking to put on sale was probably more like coffee cups and candles and stuff like that we have. Okay. So let's start with Aries. Thank you for letting me know that, though. Let's start with Aries. What did I say? What did I say? I said that the Aries placements are being squared by the Cancer placements, which is challenging it to be a little softer, to like let stuff in, to be a little bit more vulnerable, maybe to be a little bit more romantic. That is the Lovers. It's a very pretty Lovers card. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, first house placements. If you like it, I love it. Take it if you want it. Leave it if you don't. I can't even. Let's see what the second card is. Okay. Five of Cups. It kind of came out sideways. I want to say it came out like this. Processing. When we have the Lovers and we have the Five of Cups together, Aries, we're talking about the choice of what you leave behind. So the thing is about a Five of Cups, and often you'll see this with the Eight of Cups too, is that while these 3 cups are spilled, there's a Two of Cups here in the card with the rainbow and the happiness and the sunshine, right? So it's about like processing all of this so that you can let it go so it doesn't take you away from that Two of Cups energy. We have the Lovers, which is also called, you know, originally called the Choice. It's the Gemini card. For a fire sign, you have a lot of air and a lot of water. Even in this, there's a little cup in between them. And there, it feels like an energetic wall. Aries is maybe somebody that currently you're not 3D physically with, but energetically, I think you feel them every day. I don't think the 3 spilled cups are other people that you're grieving. You have a choice whether to step into a connection. And that connection may scare you a little. You may feel like there's a wall there, but I don't think it's a hard wall. I think it's the wall that's there is any wall that you might this relationship calls you to step into your highest potential. I don't know if it was a voice early on, an old relationship. I think there are words stuck in your head or in your heart that you're no good in relationships, which isn't true. Those weren't the right relationships for you, right? You're a cardinal sign. Your growth game is strong. Cardinal signs know how to level up. That also means they outgrow things, people, relationships. I often say somebody with like a shit ton of cardinal and mutable and very little fixed might have been a fixed energy in another life, and they were like, I'm not doing that again. You have the choice here whether to focus on that 2 of Cups or focus on that 3 of Cups. Let's get some more details about you in this situation. Obviously, I think this is going to be mostly a love reading, but we'll see. This could just be a personal growth reading, that the situation around love is what spurs the personal growth. Okay. 2 cards came out, both major arcana. So we have 3 major arcana already for this reading for Aries. So this is major in general. These are majors, these are subjects, these are things that are going to move. This Magician, by the power of Grayskull, he and his wand. What's interesting is this feels like a very Uranian magician, right? Because the chalice, the sword, all of that is already here. He's got 2 wands. This is a very powerful reading, Aries. I have chills. We have Temperance also coming out for the detail of you. The moon at your feet. It feels like there's more of a universal flow to this Temperance, which I usually find Temperance to be a card of trying really hard to keep something in balance, that if it goes out of balance, it feels reckless to you. Feels safer to keep it tightly in balance, you know. Oh, I'm sorry, Nikki. I keep forgetting you keep going under there. You made my little cushion all warm. Nikki, I'm sorry. This Temperance feels a little bit more like there's a little bit more flow with it. It's a little bit more guided. This I go to call it balance and it won't come out of my mouth. I mean, it just did there, but not an explanation of the card. We have this very magical, very powerful magician, and again, chills. I think you're going to let go of the worry, and I think you're going to move on this, Aries. I think your natural habitat is to let the fire go, see how it spreads. Like, watch the natural, organic patterns of something completely untamed. And I think that's probably how you used to roll, and it got you burned. So then you stopped for a long time. But I think what you're asking for now is going to come with sitting back. Like, let go and let universe. Let's get cards for anyone else. In this situation, let's get cards for the other energy. Feels like you're fighting yourself though. I don't think you're arguing with another person about getting in to this situation, into this love situation. It feels like you're fighting yourself mostly. Because you've been doing this for so long, but you can't call that in. Now you got to let go and let universe, because it's going to push you into that lover's position. This is somebody too that like you can't you can't control the connection. You can't control, like, you're not going to be able to be cool. You're not going to be able to be breezy. You're not going to be able to be have the upper hand. You're not going to be able to control any of the situation here. If you give in to this, it's a whole new set of rules, and those rules are there are no rules. I feel like my throat's closing up. I keep going to say things and then I don't. Okay. Energy on the other person. Could we have more major arcana? The other person's the Chariot. They're moving. They already gave in and are letting universe take them where this is going to take them. They've had their awakening. They've had, you know, switch this around if you have to. If you're cross-watching and your person has Aries placements. Hi, Gemini love. They're coming in. And universe is bringing them in. Universe is bringing them in. Universe is bringing them in. You also brought them in. You did it. Seven of Swords. Advocation. What's interesting here is that we have 5 swords down, 2 swords up. They're going to fight for you. They're going to advocate for you. They're going to be protective of you. Let me give you a little secret about Aries. Aries sometimes has a lot of bravado. They're the ones that like, oh no, don't fuck with them. They have to be that way. That hypervigilance and protective of everyone else. The reason they run into the building on fire without thinking of to go save somebody else is because no one ever did that for them when they were a kid and they needed it. I said, Aries energy, y'all got me crying now, Aries. That's unusual. Aries energy would be challenged by by the Cancer placements right now. It's squaring. It's challenging. And it might ask you to be softer, and it might ask you to be vulnerable. This person is, universe is bringing them in. And they're about that life. They're going to advocate for you. Aries, I keep getting told to like edit my words in this reading. And Aries isn't a very like editing kind of vibe. Hi, Michael. Hi, Syra. Let's get one more detail card. I mean, look at that 7 of Swords, man. All the other swords are down, and the 2 swords are behind it. Look at those antlers. Look at the moon. King of Swords. He came up in the Gemini reading. They came up in the Gemini reading. King of Swords. In the Gemini reading, King of Swords came up more like an interloper. In this reading, it feels like they're just going to come in and they're going to say shit to you. And it's almost like I've talked about this quote before. There's a Henry Rollins quote about like, I don't care what you look like, just make me sit down, shut me up, and teach me something. And that is very King of Swords to me. I personally like a King of Swords. You know what it is. If you have Aries energy, when somebody else can just kind of stop you in your tracks and tell you, and I have an Aries moon, and I will say I've encountered this a lot in my life when somebody's kind of an a-hole, and you're like, you know, you're a fucking a-hole and you shouldn't talk to people like that, right? Has anybody ever told you that? And they're like, I love you, right? It's been a mistake I've made more than once to get all spicy with somebody and argue with them and tell them they're the absolute worst, and then they're like, let's get married. Because some spicy energies like react to that. They have nothing for anyone trying to be kind to them. And then the minute somebody puts them in their place, because look at that King of Swords. He's icy. And not all the kings are like that in this deck, but this king is. He is icy. He's coming in with his big sword, and he's going to tell you what's up. And he does not give a fuck if you hurt your feelings. It's the truth you need to hear, according to him. This is genderless. But also, they're going to protect you. You know you feel the connection, but they're completely... You don't have to sell them on the connection. They're sold. Woo! This person's going to come in, tell you to sit down, shut the fuck up, and you're going to be like, yeah? What am I doing next? That's hot. That's hot to a fire energy. Especially someone who's hyper independent and hyper vigilant because they were responsible for their own safety when they were younger. And also you like to dance in the fire a little bit. But if you could dance in the fire safely... Dancing in the fire safely is nice. Am I right? All right, I'm all right. All right. Let's get an advice card. Yeah. It's gonna like pop off when we get into Leo season. Capricorn full moon. There was a Capricorn full moon 5 days ago, right? That one was so nice, and Venus was on the other side of its seesaw. My New York has been coming out all fucking day. There's a second full moon in Capricorn, July 21st, and it's conjunct, out of sign conjunction, but conjunct Pluto. Mars is not conjunct, it's in separation of Uranus, but it's not that far away. So Mars and Uranus is probably going to not play out so pretty in the outer world. But in your personal life, if it's making any trines to anything, right? And you're a fire sign. That could be surprise, surprise. Guess who's showing up at your door? And all your toughness is going to melt away. It could be proverbial door because that's not a thing anymore. In 2000, between, you know, from, I would say till 2018, that was, somebody would just show up at your door. I don't even think it took 2020 for that to really not be a thing as much. I used to have somebody who would text me. And they would be texting me from my porch or texting me from my back door. Like, what are you doing? I don't think people do that anymore. Thankfully. This is different. This is not show up at your door to show how spontaneous and hot I am and how hot we can keep this with no stability and no commitment. They're around, and no one's fucking with you as long as they're around. This is a divine connection. This isn't somebody, you know, wrapped in grown person's skin acting like a child. All inconsistent. I swear, Aries, first house placements, I swear that at some point you mimicked the sentence. You know what I find sexy? Consistency. That's what I find fucking sexy. I find consistency sexy. You're not getting a whole grown up playing kids games. That's not what this is. How does this turn out? Okay. How it turns out is you're letting go of attachments. Everybody's letting go of their attachments. What did I say? You're going to grieve. You're going to let go. You're going to let universe. They already let universe. They're very sure about you. This is grown. This is vulnerable. And it's safe at the same time. Woohoo! Let's pull some, in case this doesn't resonate with you as your love situation, we're going to pull a separate love thing, and then we're going to pull a money card. Dang. Aries. I think they're making my dinner while I'm sitting here shuffling cards. This is nice. Listen, tell you, your Lee, she was on point from this morning. I woke up to a lovely breakfast. She was already marinating the caprese, so, you know, it was nice for lunch. Had a nice little cheese platter. I wanted a charcuterie, which I got. Caprese for lunch. It's been very nice. Letting go of old, unhealthy. I could pose that question back to you in a very, like, I'm a fan of Buddhism, right? So from that perspective, I want you to make a list of attachments that are healthy. Right? That either people will be like, what are you talking about, crazy lady? Or that will hit them, or they will already practice that. Something that feels like an attachment that also feels healthy should... That part's not a Venn diagram. Life-changing when you can't put attachment and healthy in the same sentence. Attachments in itself, attachment feels like you can't move forward without it. Loving something means you can let it grow, let it go. That's like a conversation for a whole other time. I have experienced loving something deeply while not owning it. Because that's not, right? Like that, that proverb, if you see a flower that you love and you want to claim it, you will pick it. If you see a flower that you love and you want to nourish it and let it grow, You will let it stay where it is, and you will admire it, and you will feed it, but you will not pick it. All right, second love situation. That was an excellent question, because that's right. I love talking about that as like, if your attachment is to, I can only be happy if I end up with this person, or I can only be happy if I have this much money, or I can only be happy. That's attachment. Okay. I think Four of Cups, somebody in a relationship here is looking at what they can't have instead of looking what universe is trying to offer them. This is if your love situation is different from this other thing. We have a Knight of Swords. Somebody coming in with a message. I think it's going to be able to let you go, Aries, of the thing you were holding on to. I mean, this might have to do with the 3 spilled cups, but it could be just a separate love reading. Somebody's going to come in and give you a message, and that's going to help you pull back from that 4 of Cups energy, which I don't. Yep. 2 of Pentacles. Either a balance coming to a new relationship, like a new relationship that would actually feel balanced, or balance coming to a relationship you have. I don't know if it's just 1 or 2 of you, but I'm feeling like there's somebody who feels like your partner is not voracious enough for you to feel safe in their attraction to you. And the 4 of Cups energy may be like you're sad because you look at other couples, and it looks very passionate, it looks very romantic, and you don't feel that from your partner. You don't get that. That's just not how they operate. It's not that they don't feel passionately for you. They won't express it the way that you see it and may covet or want it to be. I think that the information that's going to come in is going to come in as a message. Who got this? Who got this in a message on Sunday? If anybody remembers where I said, I feel like it was Pisces, where I said you're going to be sitting someplace or watching a movie or watching a TV show. You're going to hear something, and the minute you hear it, it's going to be like, poof. I'm also getting a feeling for this second love message, like you're going to talk to one of their family members or friends, and they're going to be like, oh, they're more crazy about you than I've ever seen them be crazy about anybody, and you're going to need to hear that. And when you do, it just takes the idea that anything was missing to begin with out of the relationship. It brings balance back in. Let's pull a money card. I was going to say something, and again. What does money look like for in June? Okay. You got 2 cards. Got the Devil in reverse, and you got the Magician. So the Devil in reverse means curbing, I'm going to say, bad spending habits, Aries. And the Magician. So you may have it's like an ebb and a flow. I'm hearing the song Issues, like push you out, pull you back in. You may have a relationship with money, like it comes in and it goes out, and it comes in and it goes out. And I feel like something changes that. Part of it feels like the amount of money coming in, and there's a chill. And part of it feels like investing instead of like you're going to catch up on anything you have to catch up on. But then the rest is going to be put into something that makes more money, which is maybe not what you would have done with it before. You would have been like, well, I'm all caught up, so now this is expendable. It is. There's a word, and it's not coming to me. So this month and into July could be a little, I want to say, life-changing into where you handle money. Which is interesting because we only have the Four of Pentacles in reverse, which to me is not really about money. So this looks like a month of love and money, but this love is going to knock you on your ass. On your ass. Where you belong, you dirty, filthy Aries. Just kidding. I can say that. I have an Aries moon. Hey, Dre, we just finished Aries. We're about to do Leo. Okay. All right. Leo, Two of Pentacles. And this is a very balanced Two of Pentacles, and it's light and dark. Which makes me feel like when I see a light and dark illustration in a Two of Pentacles, it's very balanced. It's not, one's not smaller, one's not. And the dark is over the light. You know, the stars can only shine at night. We can't see them unless it's dark out. We need the dark and the light together, right? This could be about not caring what other people think of whatever darkness they want to assign you. I'll give it to you, Danny. Hi, Maya. I feel like who got read earlier today? I think it was Libra, and I said I felt Big Sean energy. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, this is finally stepping into, people are gonna say I'm dark. People are gonna say I'm problematic. People are gonna say I work outside my ego. All right, let them talk. Because this is not trying to like ever pretend that, I mean, it's stupid. It's like, again, the stars are incredible. I'm a big fan of constellations, of looking up, of finding them. I love Orion. We can't have that without the dark. That, you know, as above, so below. There's an understanding now. Let's pull the other card. Let's see what the rest is about. But there's balance coming in. Little bit same, Danny. I've been a fan since I was very little. We had a planetarium at our high school instead of a pool, which I, for one, as a very awkward teenager, am grateful for. So yeah, it's the thing I do. As soon as I'm in a night sky, that's the first thing I look for. Who got the happy? You got the Two of Pentacles with the whole fuck you and the horse you rode in on with your big ass opinions. This is how I feel balanced, and that's cool with me. And so as long as I feel stable, then it's not up to you to decide when I'm stable or not. And that releases into a happy ending card. I don't think this is coming for you until after the 17th. But it's on its way. Yeah, that it. There's a key in this card too. So either if you're already in a relationship, it's going to move to a different place. All right, Leo. I feel like I've got 2 or 3 groups here because I just heard this. I have to stop shuffling. For some of you, it could be the partner that needs to release the other's opinions. For a few of you, it was defending your partner for so long to other people and you stopped doing it. And what happened when you stopped doing it, when you stopped having that conversation, just for a few of you, we hear what we're saying. We believe what we're saying. You not having to defend the person you may have been in a relationship with, which I feel like you did for a long time. And when you stopped saying daily, it was like an affirmation, but he's really great, but he's really great, but she's really great, they're really great, right? Again and again to other people. You just don't understand. And let me list all the things that they do that you don't know about. So if you're doing that in your head, it's almost like you're daily affirming whatever is good to yourself because nobody else was probably buying it. And not that this person didn't have good things, but when you stopped defending them, the thing that you didn't expect is that you were able to take notice of the things that either needed to change in the relationship or maybe realized maybe you shouldn't be defending them. Because what happens is when people get on us about our partners, we will defend them because we are not hearing that person should get a different job. That person, yells too much. What we hear is, you're stupid and you pick badly. So we're not really even defending the other person, we're defending ourselves. Also, at the same time, while you're defending the other person, and you're really defending yourself, it's like daily affirmations of why you should stay in a relationship. Instead of just letting the relationship exist and stepping back and observing it, without any predetermined bias. It's almost like when you have to defend a partner, you have to be biased about them because you're defending your choice. I don't know that this means somebody's coming out and somebody is coming in, but for every Leo, but for some of you, not saying all the time, no, they really put in as much effort as I do, or they work as hard as I do, or they're financially, when you stopped having to say that to everybody because you were like, I'm not having this conversation with you anymore. Fuck it. Don't give a fuck, right? So when you stopped having the conversation because you embraced whatever your life was, which is good, you should do that. The surprising side effect of that is not defending this partner and being like, oh, look at that. I tell people all the time, if you don't like your best friends, your kids, your sister, your brother, your parents, partner, and you're on them about it every day, what are you doing really is you are going the super glue. You might as well stick them together. Say nothing and let them observe without prejudice what's going on in their relationship. Words are so important. So the words we say to ourselves every day, we say, I'm beautiful and I love every inch of my body and I'm wealthy and I matter, right? We know that that works. We know that talking to plants work. We know that, you know, the water theory works with the doctor, God help me, I can never remember how to say his name correctly. The Japanese doctor. So of course it's going to work on us. Of course it's going to work on us. All right, let's get some details. We're like 20 minutes into Leo and I've only pulled the 2 cards. Sometimes this keeps happening more than often lately where I feel like I just need 2 cards to do a whole reading. Because stuff just keeps coming in. The Star card, we have healing. I'm telling you, either the relationship is getting healed or you're getting healed without influence. There's balance and there's 3 of Pentacles. That's an upgrade. It's a promotion. It's moving forward. And look at this one. Look at everything that's around her head. When we see that, that is Leo, Leo, Leo. And July is wild. Dr. Emoto. Thank you. I always think his name begins with an H. I feel like, Danny, I always am saying that, and you're always like, it's this doctor. I thought it began with an H. That's probably what was messing me up. Let's get energy of the other people. You are the star. You are the star, which is healing energy, and you are upgrade energy right now. You are in a big upgrade. And I'll tell you, I feel like it's going to happen quick. Lee, are you listening? Can you message your brother? Because if he's not available later because of his schedule, then I will do Sag in a separate live stream. I'll finish this one up. Yeah, I mean, you get the 10 of Pentacles here and you get balance, but it's not everybody, but for a few people, one partner is going to walk out and like, could be somebody you already dealt with, but I feel like somebody else is going to come in and like, repeat that because it was important. Which part? That we hear ourselves? Because you always want to say Hashimoto. If you don't know why that's funny, I'm happy for you because it means you've never been to the doctor a million times trying to figure out what the hell's going on with your inflammation and your endocrine system. Yeah, I froze because I weirdly enough, I had it on Do Not Disturb, and then my son called. My firstborn. And he has a crazy schedule, so I want to make sure I'm not missing the only time I can talk to him. So Lee's on it. DeRay, which part do you want me to repeat it? It is Emoto, yeah. Look up Dr. Emoto and the water experiment. And then you will understand why we're so... You know, no one would be able to gaslight us if we weren't... If the human brain wasn't capable of influence through words. Of course it is. We see evidence of that. We're influenced by stuff. We're influenced to hold a certain set of values by our parents or by, you know, religions, or we're influenced all the time. So to think that you don't influence yourself is... All right, let's see. You have the star healing energy, wish fulfillment, and an upgrade. We got the 10 of Pentacles on the table. Like I said, it feels not for everybody, but for the people who, like, you're realizing that, like, I've been defending this person and not really objectively seeing my relationship. And you let them go quicker than you want there to be. Another person's going to come in and it's going to be like, oh, okay, this is what it feels like. All right, let's get the other person's energy, but I feel like we're dealing with more than one person. Un momento, por favor. You're always going to get that, like, patch of skin and the bottom of my pajamas. Because I'm a truthful person. It's always pajamas. It's never not pajamas, unless it's shorts. Okay, so the other person is Queen of Pentacles and 5 of Pentacles. Yeah. I think we have 2 different people here, and 2 different cards flew out. For some of you, the one that... the one that you were defending maybe for too long is not going to have the best reaction to you kind of changing things when you have the epiphany. Ghosting energy, victim energy. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles, which is a completely different vibe. That's this vibe. With the Queen of Pentacles and the upgrade and the star and the wish fulfillment, this feels like, it's like, you didn't get the Lover's card, but I feel like it's the card that's missing here. Like, you're going to have a choice. Some of you are dealing with somebody that if you break up, they have no place to go. And that's because that's how their life is set up. Because exactly the... when I said some people are like, that person doesn't work as hard as you do, you're carrying them, whatever. I think that actually might be true for 1 or 2 of you. And I'm just going to say this, check your phone. Because when they say they have no place to go, check their phone. And I don't like checking phones. The moment I feel like you need to check your phones, I'm just going to go. I'm a Cancer. I can't be bothered. But I'm not buying that they have no place to go. Again, I'm feeling that for only one or two of you. I mean, it is the only time he can talk. All right, I'm going to finish up Aries, and then I'm going to come back and do Sagittarius. Because that's my child. I'm a Cancer. The advice card is the Five of Wands. Examine fully the inner conflict that you feel. That inner conflict is there for a reason. Examine fully the inner conflict that you feel. Without any influence. This whole reading is about don't be influenced by people's opinions. That's how we started it off. I could have done a whole reading off of that Two of Pentacles. And it just keeps being thematic. What does this look like in a couple of months? What does this look like? I mean, there's already the Ten of Pentacles that we have a forecast. We have the upgrade card. We have the Queen of Pentacles. We have one partner that wants to play victim and another partner. And I mean, this could be the same person, and this is the choice of how they're going to react to this. They're either going to like get their ish together and be this, because I always say Queen of Pentacles is the best partner, because if everything burns down, they'll just help you build it back up because they understand they are the abundance. But the Five of Pentacles was partner energy? No. All right, so let's get possible outcome. Okay. The outcome is the Page of Cups in reverse, which just simply means you're not accepting little tiny apologies. You're not accepting, like, a real apology comes with change. You're not accepting a compliment instead of change. I like this for you. I love this for you. I love this for you. All right, let's pull a couple more cards for love. Four of Wands. I'm telling you, if I get Ten of Pentacles and Four of Wands, in case this wasn't your reading, it's almost like I'm pulling one set for the people who like nipped anything in the bud that they needed to and moved on to something that's healthier and with less attachments. And the other reading is that Page of Cups in reverse is what happens if we tried to grow the person. Okay. King of Wands. You may have people fighting over you, Leo. They're going to be different as night and day. I think this is definitely going to happen. Just as it turns into Leo season, we have that Capricorn, that second Capricorn full moon. Let's get one more. Stop. Four of Wands with the Queen and King of Wands. And you are the Queen of Wands. The creative Leo. Woo! All right, let's get a money card. I don't think I need to explain that reading that much. It's almost like one of those movies where they're going to show you what your life could look like if you choose door A and you choose door B. I'm not kidding. All right, Lee, can you tell him? I'll literally call him back in like 2-3 minutes. And then I'll do the Sag separate. Okay. 6 of Cups for money and the 8 of Pentacles. There's something here for you, Leo, and Leo is always a great sign. Inner child work. I did a full moon in Leo when I did the inner child walkthrough, the healing. That's always on my channel. It's always on my sign-offs, on my emails, because I want people to use it as many times they want. It's just a free healing. We have childhood healing along with the 8 of Cups, with the 8 of Pentacles. With the Queen of Pentacles and the 10 of Pentacles here too. I hate to say it, because I don't care about money. I'm a Cancer. I could care shit about whether somebody has money or not has money. But there's a difference between that and somebody draining your resources. Whatever you decide to do here, however you level up, and you're leveling up, you have the Star card, you have the 3 of Pentacles, you have the 10 of Pentacles, you have the 2 of Pentacles. You're leveling up, no question, no matter how you do that. It brings money besides bringing love. I said the same thing about Aries. You get the money and the love. That was a spicy reading. I'm going to go call my son. My kids are my world. And I will come back for Sagittarius. Don't forget the flash sale. It's on till Sunday. So some people are waiting until payday. I already got the emails. That's fine. And don't forget, if you're already like a nerd member and you just want to upgrade a little bit, that code that you'll get if you move into the gratitude level of membership, you can use that on top of the sale that's going on now. I love you. Now you love you. And I will see you just probably in 15 minutes for Sag. I'm going to spontaneously go live. So we'll see how that goes. All right.